don't like that EG does not have any kind of tower damage. Like, they're focusing hard on the lanes. They want to, you know, just ruin Abed's Monkey King, but they cannot end the game. That's going to be the problem with their draft. Like, they, even with the 10-15k gold advantage, I still don't think they can go for tier 3 towers. So I'll go PSG.LGD here.
I'm also sort of like what PSG.LGD have, I'll be honest. I think, you know, they've obviously done what they've done time and time again. This DP Monkey King. I'm going to be interested to see if EG's approach is going to be able to deal with it. But I do feel that it might just not be able to. If they're not able to close up the game quickly, I think they're going to get out carried hard by Arme.
My thanks.
Behold!
Thank you very much. Very excited to see this match, though, play out. EG versus PSG.LGD, and some kind of different heroes coming out, especially towards the end. Nothing to say. Bringing in the mid Lina, something that we don't get to see every day.
I wish that was something else.
You know,
maybe a Queen of Pain, possibly, because like Lina, I've seen this hero fail so many times. Recently, I've seen a better performances, you know, from Lina in general, but I can understand why, you know. Stun.
Coming in already with the stuns onto Ice, but Ice, they're going to turn. They're going to actually be able to watch 5 first, but they'll turn over as well towards Y. They'll take down 2. As Ice, he's able to live, he's able to get out of there. As PSG.LGD, they try and look for action. They've got a lot of stuns, but it wasn't enough. EG able to just turn, hold their ground, get 2 kills for themselves.
We see that all the time. Someone tries to, you know, contest against the task. The damage coming up from the tag team, the more numbers you bring, the stronger the hero is.
And as we can see being pointed out there, 860 damage being done by that nether toxin that Ice was just able to turn, lay down, and they were just standing it for the full duration, pretty much.
So Ice got the first blood, has 200 extra gold, 250, will TP back to the lane. He's probably going to go for Urn. Circlet, Sage Mask, more overtime damage. This is something that they've done before, also like having a aggressive tri-lanes, and they've also like to get a first blood and TP position 5 to the bottom lane. So why? He needs to be careful. Like anyone who's a melee in this, like even Ame, like there's so much kill potential, a lot of slows.
Seems able to win out the tri-lane versus tri-lane toppers. Both teams, EG and PSG.LGD, have come out with some fantastic lanes in the games that we've seen from the both so far. Why?
You've been
gone on here, but Arme able to keep him covered with the boundless strike. Only just though, in fact, with the nether toxin, why? He might still tick down Purifier, just enough to keep him alive. Already seeing the hard-hitting potential of EG's tri-lane.
So it seems like they want to keep it. They put Arteezy on the bottom. Arteezy wants to rush for the boost of speed. Like in 1 versus 1, if you have a long lane, a Razor is pretty much always going to have a good time.
Always going to find some sort of opportunity to lose it on face down and start running him down with the link. I'll have Xingqiu coming in with the rotation. Arteezy's prepared to deal with this. Trees and fine. Xingqiu not wanting to hunt any deeper, knowing that static links are available. Arteezy could have always looked to turn around, and Xingqiu will respect that.
It's one of those moves where you just rotate your position 4, forcing the rotation of their position 5, and now you have 2-1-2 lanes. Crit, level 2. Once Viper hits level 2, he is already level 2. They can start playing aggressive. They're playing Viper into 2 melees. Tusk already has a boost speed plus attack team, just saving a skill point to see whether he needs a snowball or he needs an Ice Shard to block them off. Same build pretty much always on Crit Tusk. He's going for that drums. 8 charges. Pretty much no one else is doing it. Everyone else is prioritizing either a Falcon Blade or Orb of Corrosion.
An incredibly hard game for PSG.LGD to aggressive. EG up top. Very surprised if you ever see getting taken down whilst there's just the 2 members of PSG.LGD here. I think over in the mid lane at the moment, 12 for 3, 12 for 3. Complete even trade and farm between Tase and Abed.
Both of them bringing the bottle at the exact same moment, pretty much. Puck will have it a bit earlier, so he can start to play a bit more aggressive. Lina still has that Fairy Fire, but no mana for Dragon Slave.
Abed might able to connect the orb there. Both keeping another on their toes. Matchup in the mid. Bottom lane, definitely the lane where we're seeing EG win out the most. Easy getting the free farm. As we're seeing Death Prophet starting to fall a little behind here, Faith Beyond definitely having the tougher time in these dual lane setups.
He's level 3, still saving a skill point. Whether he needs a Spirit Siphon or to put another point in a Crypt Swarm.
Top lane Crypt. He's ready to go in onto Arme. They close the gap with the Snowball. And even with the Verifier, it's not enough to keep him alive. This top lane, incredibly strong for he's just not it's not possible to play into if you're these two melee heroes. You get close to these two, they'll turn and kill you every time.
You need a bit more mana regen on Viper, so he decides to get an Urn of Shadows. Was thinking about the rushing a Necro Book. Okay, I don't think I've seen this before, like ever. I've seen some offlaners like a Tusk where there's like great synergy from the tag team, so might be reason why he's also going for it.
And you know, down the line, it will give, see around 4-minute runes. You're gonna have Rick coming in, nothing to sail. And down the Light Strike Array. He's got to work right. Abed will turn the crit over towards Jinkyu instead.
Another orb.
Nicely done. Coming in under the tower, he's able to nuke him down.
Oh, Regen Rune. Why? We'll pick it up. So that's a big deal, you know, just denying that rune from Puck. Puck is still level 5, like they might be able to get this kill. Yeah, looks pretty dead.
Hey, he may have got the rune, but he's going to pay with his life. 2 kills for Abed. Some beautiful moves from Crit coming around the mid lane and allowing Abed to turn and find so much action already. 4 minutes and a half in, Abed's already 3-0-1.
They need 1 point on the board. Like they need, you know, because you're at the 0, you just want to have something. Because it affects you, you know, you look at the scoreboard, these are pretty big numbers, right? On the screen.
See Abed up for the 5-minute rune. There's a lot of members on PSG.LGD down in Jinkyu position. We're seeing, you know, already that top lane starting to fall apart for PSG.LGD. Only Arme up here at the moment. He's probably going to have to just turn towards the jungle. So laning against Ice is just not an option right now.
This is one of the reasons why EG just decided to go for this like heavy lane pressure. They knew that Razor's gonna have a good time. He is the lane dominator. Same goes for Viper. Mid lane doing really good. Like Lina, you know, has more CS, but they managed to kill 2 supports. Puck is level 6. There's a rotation.
Playing around with nothing to say. They'll drop the Laguna onto Flood. They do have the stun as well to finish up the kill. Abed will still get the cleanup on nothing to say. And at the end of it all, Abed's probably going to be happy. With the fly going down first, it means that Abed continues to just pick up the solo XP for these kills.
Now he's pretty happy that his support dying.
He's like, thank you, Fly. And, you know, not only giving him solo XP, but also, of course, eliminating the warrior of the Laguna Blade coming out anytime soon with it being on cooldown. So Fly tanking a whole lot and doing the real support moves there to keep Abed's game good.
Abed's bottle will get refilled on a mid lane. They're not baiting with the bottle. They're not going to leave the bottle with the poison on. Like Team Secret, you know, went for it, kind of backfired. Puck level 7, 4 points in orb, picks up another bottle rune. Another bottle rune, what? Bounty rune. So yeah, Exorcism still not online on the bottom lane. That Prophet level 5 has a Falcon Blade.
Radiant are scanning.
Top tower.
Dire's structures are
really too much the PSG.LGD can do about it. They have smoked up. Nothing to say in Jinkyu. Maybe going to see if they can get the wraparound on EG after EG stick around to finish the tower off. Why? Try and set something up. Sleep catches Ice, but won't catch on to Crit. Jinkyu continuing to close the gap, but Abed is here. Does have Dream Coil at the ready. Jinkyu opens himself onto the path. Nothing to say, has the follow-up.
Nice, don't roll.
Crit is going to be able to buy time for Abed to jump out to the side. Because Abed will escape. Now committing onto Ice will fall, but he brings down Y with it.
Lina, can she land another stun? Tusk seems to be a bit too speedy with the Windlace and Boots. That was such a clutch save. Abed gets out. He scouts if there are any stacks being made. And they also dealt so much, like this tower is actually deniable. EG does not have that much of a tower damage, but they need to play with the catapults. Lina's bottle will be refilled on a mid lane.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
To go unharmed in this game. 4-0-1. Refill mid. Let's see if they can make a go here. Abed's got the Dream Coil. Set things up straight away. They're moving on to the Lina. Crit is able to dodge the light strike array and the stomp to stay on top of Nothing to Say. Nothing to Say is trying to bottle up, but the right clicks are too much. They bring him down. Fly will fall in turn as Y turns and runs him down.
There's a lot of damage. That's 200 damage, but DD, yeah, Y looks pretty dead. The Lion.
Maybe Xingqiu can help. Next out. Combo. Shard's actually going to grab the two of them there. Crit, he's going to be able to stop
He's going to beat them up.
And they just turn and kill them both as well.
And Abed, he's on fire. Like, Abed, go. And yeah, his bottle will get refilled. Like, this is like 4th time or that his bottle got refilled. They just keep going on.
He might not be done. He's already pushed your back fake beyond it. There was some time left on the DD route.
Dire's bottom tower.
This is what happens when you leave it in. You don't take it out the first few bans. Abed gets his hands on the puck and open the game phenomenally. Of course, a big shout out to his support backup as well. You know, it has been these movements from Crit and Fly around the mid lane that have just enabled him as much as he's been popping off. The team effort's been perfect. Fly getting caught out here by Fabian and Xingqiu between the silence and the X. I leave no chance for Fly to dive away.
Also, Abed should start using some other voice lines other than greetings. Pretty sure he has them on lock.
I mean, wait, no, he doesn't. Wait, okay, yeah, he's gold too. Should have a few more. Jungle. G starting to take away some of PSG.LGD's safe areas that they need for Arme. How's Arme's progress looking? Pretty slow this game. Very slow. And this is definitely one of the, if not the slowest start we've seen from Arme on the Monkey King.
He got zoned out. Very hard matchup for him, playing into Tusk and Viper. Can't really do that much. Died once. Not too bad, you know, considering what he was playing against.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top lane Crit. Trying to go for the bouncy rune here.
Haste.
The silence and the stop. Now stop him. He's going to start to lead in onto Y, and he's time for Iso to head over Y. He's not going to have any chance of escaping from this as he goes down. Of course, the same time down bottom, RTZ getting the kill. He is being chased by Nothing to Say. Say got enough view. The RTZ juke here around the trees. Woo, woo, woo. But Dragon Slave does still hit him. But it won't be enough damage. RTZ's out.
Got it.
Arme. Fabian trying to look towards Fly. Fly no longer an easy kill though. He's hit the 6. Supernova is at the ready and Abed by his side. PSG have to be careful about any fight they take around the mid lane. As Dream Coil, Supernova, they're ready to go.
You can see them grouping around because they have a catapult. Let's see if Abed wants to tank any tower. Nah, he just denies it. It's the mythic greetings again.
Radiant's
Super
bottom
effective.
tower is under attack.
Tusk actually gives Tome to Phoenix. Like, he just wants to keep his Phoenix to hit level 12, potentially faster. What a bro, yeah?
What a bro.
Arteezy so far having a really good game with boots of travel. You know, wants to be able to connect with the rest of the team, just potentially outnumber the opponents going into BKB. He was thinking about the Falcon Blade, but since he picked up an Arcane Ring, has enough mana sustain, and with boots of travel, you're gonna be, you know, teleporting to base more often.
The smoke movement is easy. They try and connect down the bottom lane flying Abed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Right, we'll put the stop to... maybe Abed would just turn and go for him instead. He will. Green card drop down. RTZ closes the gap. Y's gone. Now with the jump up to the high ground, they can look for more. They close the gap with the snowball. They'll pick up 2. Xingqiu down as well. EG 14-4 right now.
This is the type of game that they need to play. Like, their heroes are very good right now. They know that Ame will not be able to join any team fights. He just wants to farm up. Usually Ame is one who doesn't even join before he gets the Aghanim Scepter. Potentially, you know, with the TP, if they overextend, other than that, he just wants to farm.
And this is really going to be one of those games where it's pretty much going to be impossible for Arme to turn up at all until he has the BKB, because in any of these fights, if the Dream Coil and a Nether Toxin gets thrown down on top of him, he's pretty much useless if he can't benefit from the G.
Even if he gets a BKB, like, it's just going to be a hard game for Ahmed throughout pretty much the whole game against the Viper Strike. Then you have Volrus Punch, Static Link. Like, these are all abilities that most likely are going to be used on you.
Absolutely. This is very much EG coming out with what we needed to see. They knew that it was always going to be there. This first round of the draft, this Arme Monkey King, they had to have a plan. And definitely a lot of pieces that do seem to be very strong counters against it. Sliding into place here for me.
PSG.LGD, you know, they still have a better late game if they can just slow it down to not get overrun by EG. There's going to be this ET, you know, still does not have a point in the natural order at all. Monkey King, we've seen what he can do once he gets the items that profit. Fabian is actually relatively farmed. I'm not a big fan, to be honest, about the like Falcon Blade and the Yule Scepter. It's a lot of mana. You still have a defensive tool with the Yule Scepter, but you don't bring like any of utility to your teammates when you go for that kind of a build. And you also, like, it's still a good BKB game because you're playing into Puck, you're playing into Phoenix. You want to have something to kill the Supernova. Their heroes are actually not that good at killing Supernova, especially if you get the Fire Spirits on them.
Absolutely, which is going to be a problem considering that EG have.
Yeah, pretty much it's just Lina, you know, with the Fiery Soul.
Like they are most part going to have to deal with that because come into play like the Dream Coil and the Charge, and not necessarily going to have the option to run away from it. Team fights will be scary once EG start to bring it to them. The pace of the game slowing down a little bit. EG get to look to make the next move. Tier 1 still available in the mid lane. It's probably going to be the next target. Already very low. See what they do. Bring in the 5 in around mid. They got a smoke. Fly does. They're ready to make a move here, EG. They know that they do need to still continue to use their strength right now against PSG.LGD.
This is their catch. Ice with the Road of Atos. Like, he can initiate from a bit further away. JQ breaks the smoke.
We have to see how they start things off. RTZ coming in for the side, but JQ will be able to hold back the turn with the start. The light over it comes down to the turn. Picks him up. Over the side, Abed tries to move him out. They bring down Ice. RTZ getting a decent link on onto fake the out. Will turn. Nuke through the Lina. Nothing to say falls. She's starting to reset a little bit. Wait out the Wukong's command before they look to get back in on this.
Top tower is under
They were so ready for this. Like, nice positioning from JinQ. 2-man Earth Spike, they were ready. Like, Dead Prophet using the Exorcism straight away. It's just a trade, but Lina, like, she would love to not die there. Instead, let's say they trade a support for Viper, would be a big W, I would say, for PSG.LGD.
We did see some sort of safety at the end there from EG. Not trying to run straight back in. RTZ hasn't quite got the BKB, so rather waiting for that before they really try and push it. They just sort of leave with the trade that they get. One for one.
Middle tower
RTZ just making sure that he could finish off. Nothing to say on the way out. Starting not to commit anything else there. RTZ arming rather deep on his own up top, trying to get this BKB finished. He's going to be found by JinQ and Arme. It's easy. I don't know if there's any way he can. I mean, if he can, it's going to be quite something. He's up in the trees, Arme. Again, just in time before RTZ escapes. Back over the mid, Abed. Nice. Looking to chase down, nothing to say. Abed's certainly going to dive in for that one.
It's just so much overtime damage. Witchblade plus anything from Viper on top of Urn of Shadow. It's just like, you need BKBs. You're going to need the BKBs. Ame pretty much going for his standard stuff. No, I'll get that Battle Fury, which will get me closer to the Aghanim Scepter, and then I'll possibly get a BKB. He can still swap things around, but I feel like he needs it. He needs to be able to jump on the targets and just deal damage.
Yeah, Ice, stepping in rather deep here. Spotted out by Wyatt. That PSG.LGD.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Far enough away.
Regeneration.
No difference. Remaining at just at this 2k, and Battle Fury done. Piece of the Monkey King is going to pick up. That kill on RTZ definitely helping. Because RTZ was definitely tempted. Just wanted to stick around that one last wave. That would have given them the
structures are
fortified. With that death though, gets knocked back a little bit. Farm it up in a much safer position.
Attack.
Clean up the triangle. And he will have the BKB ready for the next.
Nether Shawl drop for both of these teams. The most perfect item, like, you're always gonna have and find the usage for it. It's definitely the best tier 2 neutral item in the game.
Dire's bottom tower is under
You can see
attack.
the problem that EG got is we don't have enough damage. We don't have enough tower damage. And for PSG.LGD is they're struggling to initiate a fight. Like, your Lion and the ET, they're not really good at starting a fight. your off lane is a dead prophet, and you're in a situation where you can't just group around because you don't really feel
Dire's
comfortable
bottom
fighting right
tower
now. You would
has
rather
fallen.
farm. So they're just gonna play slowly. You know, most of the time it's like either be counter-reactive to what they're doing, or try to smoke up and possibly get a pick off. They need to be very careful about EG's like Roche taking potential because of Tusk.
He is baiting here as he's got the BKB, he's ready to fight. They do commit on him, but already over to the side. Quinn RTZ still collapse on nothing to say. Bring down the Lina, and now Abed, Dream Coil locked down onto Arme. EG will be able to turn and take down both cores. The RTZ bait works perfectly. At the BKB, he was more than ready for them to jump as he positions aggressively. PSG.LGD, they fall for it.
Surprised they decided to take that move. There is still a tier 1 tower on the top lane. They can easily TP, they can outnumber them, and as you said, Razor with the BKB, he was ready. This is what I just mentioned, like the Roche taking potential coming up from the top, they have enough. He pops the drum on top of that, just wants to be able to secure it as fast as possible.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No chance for contest here for PSG.LGD. KPM trying to get some pressure onto that bottom tier 1 tower. Yeah, half HP on the bottom tower. The other tier 1 taking a scrap. BG really are yet to lose any sort of objective on their half. PSG.LGD just haven't managed to get the push together yet.
This is where the difference comes from. They have taken 3 towers,
Yeah.
they have not lost a single one, they took the Roche as well.
Radiant's
Still,
bottom tower
PSG.LGD,
is
you know,
under
they
attack.
are finding the farm on the map, Ame getting closer to that Aghanim Scepter.
You know, but for sort of all the games we have seen PSG.LGD get the wins, so sometimes in the games they have dropped. It's very much been Arme, AFK farming, the Battle Fury, the Axe, and then suddenly the game just comes to an end. No, at least in the one loss we did see from them. G definitely playing at the sort of the pace that's going to try and force that situation here. Abed to get some right click online. If we're going for the death zone, help massively for the extra bit of physical burst.
Yeah, it's just that they don't have enough tower damage. This is why he's itemizing this way. He went for the damage style and going into this, so phase shift attack. Makes a lot of sense. Top lane, Ame getting caught.
To help, Viper strikes down on him. He's going to drop the Wukong's command. Silence does come in, but he's going to take very low through the Viper strike to just keep himself alive. There's now the turnaround attempted by Faithian, moving over to White Side's eyes. Q as well closing in as they bring down both of them and keep Arme
It's so
alive.
important that he does not die there. He could have also just tried to TP out. I think he would have enough time. Abed chasing, has a blink dagger and invis, but the rest of the team is not there.
If he had the chance to pop Faithian. Faithian very much aware that his move was coming into play as he was guarded by his 2 supports.
PSG.LGD, they are happy how things are going for them right now. You know, Ame didn't die. They still don't want to take the fight before the BKBs. Lina getting close to 1. Actually has enough gold soon. Dead Prophet also getting very close. So once they get those 3 BKBs up, they will be ready to fight. Even like before, I think Ame might need to be joining fights.
Abed, he's going to see nothing to say. Little split with Riffin's team as he's up on the cliff. He is going to turn, drop the Luna, but the Snowball comes out with Supernova out. PSG.LGD, they can't head up into the high ground. Keep their distance, nothing can be done to save, nothing to say.
Nothing to say, nothing to save, huh?
It certainly isn't with him dead for 35. BG can start putting some pressure on the tier 2s. Ice. Go for the mid tower.
Radiant are scanning.
They're like, we're playing for 25. We do not have enough tower damage. Just wait until Viper gets poison attack, affects buildings, then we're good to go.
Gonna take a little bit of time, but maybe that is the late game that G actually do have.
Got it.
Very careful how he jumps for waves. He's going to come down here. Ice, waiting at the side. For some reason as well, this
he
is
killed
a
the
lot of damage as Arme's gone. Fly and Ice ready for him to make that jump.
He killed the creep. Arteezy was trying to TP with the boost of travel. I'm not sure if they did not have a glyph or did not want to pop it. Glyph, Radiant team on full. Yeah, it was on full down. 7 seconds.
Here I am.
Death's very, very costly for Arme. Also over to the side crit. Finds Y alone. The kills will give EG the space
Dire's
to push
middle
on in the
tower
mid
is
lane.
under attack.
Illusion.
It's tier 2. See how much more they can find whilst they do still have Aegis on Abed. Himself just
Behold!
200 gold away from the full Desolator. Timing to get the chance. Pushing at the high ground.
on Lina.
Aggressive jumps on it. Gonna force out that BKB straight away without the Hex of the stun coming out for Shinky, but Crit gonna take them away from the stun. Spot from Ahmed. Ahmed TP's over towards the mid. Crit backs out to the side. Extra TP over from Wise. They look to close the gap. Faithian will push back Abed. EG just kiting these two BKBs for now. Ready to jump back in, Arteezy. With the blink, Abed. Finds down to two of them, nothing to say. All they know is going to use himself. Abed will get burst at once, but he's got the Aegis. He's ready for a second round. Arteezy takes down, nothing to say. He's even thinking about chasing into the base, but why? He wants to go past the tier 3s, up to the tier 4s. He really wants this one. Will pop him down, but Arteezy keeps on diving. Blinks to the side. He's out of there. They won't be able to punish him with 3 dead on PSG.LGD.
The way this fight started, snowball, PSG.LGD is like, yeah, they're gonna come into our base, 2 blinks, they get out of the trouble, BKB's already popped, and then they reset. Arteezy goes in, cleans them up with that blink. This is such an actually valuable pickup on him, going for that blink dagger to be able to catch people, get out of the trouble, like just get on top of Monkey King more easy. I think that's the most important part.
Monkey King getting on the Lina as well. Another hero that just hates having heroes just jumping right in close of her, because then suddenly she's forced to use herself, and that leaves her in a very vulnerable position. As we see here, nothing to say, buys a bit of time. As soon as he's back down, Arteezy's waiting and ready to kill him off.
Good first usage of Aegis. It was about to expire, 30 seconds. They still get the most out of it.
Arteezy's ready to go. Pop the BKB, the static link. They're just setting a trap every single time.
3-man foil
for the 3 of them. They're chasing over. Tries to raid down onto Crit, supernova from the high ground, forcing PSG.LGD to run the charge. Won't grab anyone, but Ahmed, he's still trying to chase off, but this is up into the high ground. Again, any sort of stun landed as he comes out of the spaceship. They can't get him. He's out of there, Abed. No catch for him.
My finest creation gets out of the trouble. And so far, they did not manage to kill Puck, not even once. I see Eon Disc queued up. That's just gonna be a huge issue. No one buys like into Nullifier. You can dispel it with the Yule Scepter, which is okay-ish, but still you need to deal with the phase shift. You need to deal with the blink, and possibly Yule Scepter on him as well.
How do you kill this Puck? We're seeing PSG.LGD really struggling to keep Arme safe, even in that situation where he was farming in his own triangle and did pretty much have the whole team behind him. They just couldn't do anything to stop blink initiation from Arteezy. Blinks in, BKB static link. Arme's going to die pretty much every time to that play.
There is no counterplay. Like, even if he pops a BKB, he's still going to be in trouble, but a bit less, you know. Wukong's command could potentially turn things around. 12k gold lead. I'm gonna call it suddenly for EG, where like they were keeping it 2k gold lead.
Look at the graph.
Yeah, just skyrocketed.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Got straight up.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's
ready to keep the plays coming.
is under attack.
He's got his eyes on nothing to say. They're in with the jump initiation. Punch, snowball, nothing to say. Will punch the BKB, but he's already fallen too low. They'll come down off the back of this shield. Instant death there. Over to the side. Arme will get the Wukong's command out. Ice. Punching and the Viper strike onto Arme. He's still with the BKB in the static link. Arme's gone. They'll lose to the line. 3 dead yet again on PSG.LGD. Faithian's trying to chase down Fly. But Fly's got back up. Chris jumps in. Over towards BKB. Faithian will be able to turn them down, but he'll lose his life for 4 dead on PSG.LGD. And Arme's not done. He comes to the high ground, chasing down White. Crit in as well. They'll force back the ET. Arteezy's in with the slow. It's a team wipe. As EG clean up every single one of them. PSG.LGD all dead. 30 to 10 now. As EG's pace and momentum is just far too much for PSG.LGD.
It's just they did not have an answer for this spot. Chris Tusk also causing a lot of issue every single time. Like, he has this BKB piercing ability. You're never gonna feel safe playing against Tusk. I would not be surprised if PSG.LGD GG's out after one next fight.
Definitely feels like it could be going that way. It's getting infinitely harder for PSG.LGD to be able to carry on the back of Arme's Monkey King, something that they felt confident in enough to open draft after draft with here on the main stage. And after this game, if EG can keep this up and get the win, they may have sort of shaken up PSG.LGD enough to maybe look towards something a bit different, because EG coming in with solid answers this game to Arme's Monkey.
They were so prepared for this. They were, you can feel that they were ready, you know, kind of feels like a big bait coming up from EG. Yeah, go on, pick your Monkey King, we'll be able to counter it.
A lot of things in play that are causing issues, but definitely this RTZ Razor, the final pick, the build that he's gone for, that really just seals the deal on top of everything else. Mid lane, diving in onto nothing to say again, having to put the PKB up running, the U-turn, get the hex, the light track array onto Armin, the EO disc is good to go. Abed will be able to jump out to the side. Armin trying to get in on this, but here's RTZ, swings round, BKB and Static Link down onto the Monkey King. Armin has got nothing that he can do here. As Armin's down yet again, Abed diving down the rest of them, jumping around, Overwatch Q and Y crits him with the punches onto the Elder Titan. Y goes down, GQ whipping himself out of the game as RTZ kill out with his whip as well. 4 dead once more. It really does feel like there's just nothing to be done, and there is. GG, it's called.
Yeah, I've seen LGD when they're losing the games, they tend to GG out a bit earlier. You know, they feel they do not want to be in this anymore. They do not want this to affect their mentality coming into the second